find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Here's Kelly to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So, see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you. So there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try to put their defense in a bad spot again.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. They'll try the middle with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Kelly. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
On 1st down, Hurts. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 37. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Eagles 9, Vikings nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Kelly. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Kelly. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield with which helped that pass rush, they are really working in sync right now.
After one, it's 9-0. They go play action with Hurts. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Peterson. Powers through it. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw, Kelly. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple. Third down tonight. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Kelly. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Za'Darius Smith coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Kelly setting up the screen for Cook. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw is Kelly. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Lewis Seed. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44.
At their own 44-yard line.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Kelly. Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Kelly. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Throwing on 2nd and long. Kelly.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3 yards to pick up the first.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Guyton
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Eagles 23, Vikings 8.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Here's Kelly. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
In motion right is Watkins. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Lewis C. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A play fake. Now Kelly. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to have the extra point. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming right back after the pick-6, Thompson.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Open here, Adam Thielen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
3rd and long, Thompson.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
A touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Daniil Hunter able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hurts.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Thompson now to throw from his end zone. Able to find Thielen. But only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. Here's Thompson. Open man, once again it's Thielen. And he will have the Vikings 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3 and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Now Thompson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. To try again after the sack. Thompson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
One final try for Thompson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Running right, here's Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold,